let's find the Oracle. So I did also start a Sentinel after I ended my session yesterday. So I'm working on that character as well. It's not a hardcore character, but I just wanted to see, like, wanted to see what the Sentinel feels like. This season, I will be playing a hardcore Sentinel as well. But, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave my points for now. And we're just gonna progress here and see what's gonna be... what it's gonna be with the points. So the way I'm building my characters is that I'm just trying to go on a, like, field-to-field basis, pretty much. I feel like that's the best way to make characters in Last Epoch. Okay, let's make sure we get this lizard. Okay, how is our body piece actually? Okay, this is double the armor. But I have that crit strike chance on the one that I'm already wearing, which I really like. And that fizz res. Okay, so can we craft anything on this? Okay, so we can get some intelligence on it. I'm just not sure if I'm prepared to lose physical resistance. And that crit strike chance. Okay. Let's just leave it for now. So, in hardcore, I mean, choices can really, really matter, you know? It can really make the difference if your character is gonna live or not, pretty much. And also, like a seasonal, like, hardcore starter, I'm not gonna be, like, at the moment at least, I'm not gonna be, like, trying to race to the end. It's gonna be more about, like, slowly but surely, kind of like building up the character. And kind of like constantly, like, feeling it out. So if something, like an area, feels like too dangerous, I'm just not gonna risk anything, I'm just gonna try to play it safe. Okay. So one thing that you can do is, like, try to stay a little bit over leveled. I mean, you also gotta watch, like, keep an eye out on your gear. And I mean, your skills and your stats at all times. But at the same time, not let it kind of like consume you, because if you let it like consume you too much, you're kind of like taking all the fun out of it. So I'm having some really nice like ward thing going on here. I'm just trying to remember from yesterday what I actually did. Scepter. Increased necrotic damage. Yeah, that's cool. So this one has the increased spell damage. So I'm assuming, like, let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at our skills and see the tags. Okay, so we can see that this is a spell. This is not a spell. My minions, they are physical and melee. This is a necrotic and melee. This is melee. This is a spell. So I am kind of like rocking a mix between like physical melee and spell. Pretty much. So that's important to keep in mind. That it is kind of like a mix. It's not all spell. Or all melee. It's a mix. Ooh. So this one has plus 26% necrotic damage. And that's really good, actually. Also, like, plus 8 to all elemental resistances. Okay, so let's see if we can actually craft anything on this. Okay, we can craft even more elemental resistances. Okay, let's have a look and see. Just have a look and see here. So, I really need more cold damage, actually, to be honest. If I take this, it's gonna remove, like, almost all my fire res. And a good chunk of the lightning res. Okay, so I think I need to, like, if I want to swap out any of these two rings right now, it should be this one. So, let's have a look. So we can do all elemental resistances on this one. Also, let's do some more necrotic damage. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we have plus 12 to all elemental resistances on this one now. Okay, so it's gonna even things a little more here on the left side of my resistances. It's gonna shave off some of my movement speed. And it's also gonna take some of my void resistances. The thing I'm most sad about losing here is like the minion damage and the minion health. Because I feel like that's really vulnerable already. Okay. But 37% increased necrotic damage? So what is my necrotic damage at right now? 123, okay. Okay, so it's gonna take my necrotic damage up to 160. So the question is like, do I want to like sacrifice a little bit of my defenses now? For some, like in some ways, like main thing is I'm gonna be sacrificing like some physical res for some more elemental res, and also sacrificing some void res. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'm ready to do that right now, to be honest. %45 increased crit strike chance. Void res, cold res, ward per second. Bro, this is quite good as well. Intelligence. Yeah, so I'm also interested in this. Interested in this cold res here. So I was able to increase it a little bit, but okay, what about the void res as well? Okay, so now I pretty much maxed out everything I can do right now. So I need a higher level to keep crafting. But this is a pretty cool ring, actually. Okay. Yeah, so I need to remember to kind of like keep an eye out for gear upgrades, because I kind of like get so dragged into like just slaying monster parts of this game. Not slaying the parts, but the part of the game that is just running around slaying monsters, basically. Also, is there something I can do with this overlay here? Yeah, I want to make it smaller. My map overlay. Okay, overlay map zoom. Okay, let's take that all the way out. And the opacity, we can also just like take all the way down. Yeah, this is better. This is way better. Okay. Yeah, we need to also have a look at these points, my dudes. Because I have a lot of points now that isn't allocated. But like the coolest thing yesterday actually was the fact that we got this amulet. That's actually when we are fighting like a boss or a unique monster. Or a boss or a champion. We are actually spawning, like when we get the boss or a champion below 40% health, we are actually summoning a Rift Beast that's fighting on our side. That's really, really cool. Yes, we have 5 unspent points now. Okay, increased necrotic damage. I think we should keep pumping into this, to be honest. Increased poison damage. Shared increased physical damage. Yeah, we probably should do this as well. So we are going to do a lot more Lich stuff here, but just getting like the base damage here. So, like I was talking about earlier, we are doing necrotic damage, but it's like a mix between necrotic damage and physical melee damage. So my minions are doing physical melee damage. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for the physical melee damage as well. Not only the necrotic damage. So we want there to be a mix. I want there to be a mix right now. Yeah, so Nemesis also counts as a boss or a champion, actually, which is kind of cool. Let's go and see this Nemesis over here. Okay, vanish. Probably should be looking at like the other items that the Nemesis is going to drop also. Not only the like unique item. Look at these skills. Okay, necrotic damage on hit. Extra projectiles. A little more mana hungry. Okay, damage over time. Let's do this one. Chance of extra projectiles. Okay. That's for the hungering souls, though. Okay, so the rogues are actually poisoning, yeah. Immortal. When a skeleton dies, there is a chance to summon a random new one at the same location after 3 seconds. Okay. Yeah, this is a good one actually, because like a lot of the time, I kind of like have to remember to kind of like resurrect my skeletons. But this is gonna help me a little bit, I think. Okay, this is interesting as well. Skeletons deal more damage and have more health, both multiplicative with other modifiers and are larger. But you can only summon half as many as you could before. Okay. So they're going to be bigger, have more health, and 80% more damage. So that's pretty interesting. Let's do a rogue. And let's put a point in here. Okay, move speed, damage, yes. Increase cooldown. And a bunch in Reaper form. A bunch of points in Reaper form. Okay. Okay, so what are we picking? Mm-hmm. Soul release. Okay. Yeah, this is Reaper Ascendance, bro. This is interesting. Gain a stack of Reaper's Ascendance every 5 seconds you spend in Reaper form, which grants you increased spell damage. You can have up to 25 stacks of Reaper's Ascendance at a time. So we can gain like 25% increased spell damage. Bro, that's huge. But we're gonna have to spend some points in here to get over here. Question is if we have enough. And this is gonna boost the Reaper's Ascendance. Okay. Okay, so let's put some points in here. Okay, so how many do we have to put? Okay, we can actually get here, bro. That's really cool. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I think that's a good change. Oh, there's a rift and a nemesis and a chest, bro. Freaking mental overload. Okay, let's get the chest first. Ooh, what's this? Singularity? Okay. Bro, this is a cool grail. Okay. %38% of mana spent gain as ward. Poison res, ward per second, increased necrotic damage, bro. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, it requires level 52, but this is pretty cool. Plus 12 intelligence? Bro. Okay, let's get the rift. Oh, and here comes our friendly beast. That's so cool. Let's check out this nemesis. Bro, that's quite... Okay, yeah, this is quite the upgrade. I mean, we're gonna be losing some intelligence, but we're gonna be gaining fire res, physical res, and cold res. Crit strike chance. Okay. But 96 armor, that's 70 armor more. Bro, he's below 40. Here comes the beast. That's so cool. Okay. So what can we get here? Like, what are we losing here? I mean, basically intelligence, right? So how much intelligence can we bump into this? Plus 9? Yes, bro. Bro, we're already like double here. Pumping more. Get tier 5. Plus 11 intelligence. And we can get more fizz. No, we can't get more fizz rest. Okay. But still. Yeah, we're gonna take this. No doubt. Plus 11 intelligence. Yep. Also, let's change these minions into like attack mode here. Nice. Over to my side, beast. There we go. Yeah, I wish it like the beast spawned like a bit faster, to be honest. So it's like, it says that it's gonna like spawn when it's below 40%. But I mean, it should spawn like instantly when it's below 40, right? Shouldn't have to like wait until it's like 33. Should just like boom, spawn instantly, right? Okay. Here we are at the way station.